Welcome. I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I greet you, beloveds, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. So in today's educational video, it's going to be more like an inspirational video just to show you that it can happen if a couple of things are in place. And one of them is if we understand where to capture momentum for leadership instruments. So yes, it can be done, but there's also something else that we need to talk about for a minute, and it is this idea of day trading. Now, all of these stocks have had a big run especially as of 2020, big runs. Now, we're talking about multi-year time frame here. So we can see that AMD, for example, since this breakout here in April, which we're going to discuss in the 50s, is now trading at 150. Now, I'm not sure at what point in the day trading strategy you would have been playing that instrument because it has taken more than a year. Take a look at NVIDIA. This stock has had a monster move. We're talking about here in April of last year, 2020, was trading in the mid 60s. And now it's gone as high as 320-ish. So think about it. It is impossible for a day trader to capture this move. Impossible. So if you're trading and holding a stock for 2 days, or maybe even 2 weeks, this type of a return is impossible. In other words, you've priced yourself out of this type of a situation where you see a massive run-up. Now, please remember, institutions don't play the day trading games. They are in it for these types of move. This is a dream situation. It's a generational bull market. Why not take advantage of it when it's good? At some point, and at any point, this could eventually be a market that is now primed for a major bear market. But we are looking backwards, and so we can see another instrument here which has had a big run. It is Shopify, and even since this breakout in April, this instrument has had a major run. Now, at what point in this run do you want to day trade this? So what I'm saying here is, honestly, there needs to be some portion of the portfolio that is set aside for these types of major multi-month, multi-year potential moves. I say potential because not all of them are going to work. But when they do, don't you want to have part of this returns? Sure you do. But to be able to enjoy this type of a run, you do need to hold. Yes, I know. We are bombarded by real-time, overwhelming information, which has led to a generation of day trading. But we need to step aside, step back a little bit, and understand if you want to be part of this NVIDIA run, if you want to be part of it, this is almost criminal to day trade. These are generational returns. Why price ourselves out of the market with day trading? Now, so we've looked at NVIDIA, we've looked at AMD and Shopify. Now, the breakout that I'm talking about is this breakout here in April, right there, or somewhere there, April of 2020 for AMD. And that breakout that I'm talking about, on the same day, all of these instruments were mentioned as breakout candidates. Now remember, the market had just come off a major drop in February, March of 2020. So by April, we started seeing new leadership. And how do you know they're new leadership? Well, they are breaking out. And we can see AMD mentioned here with a breakout level of 153.39. So back to that AMD chart. So 53.39 is somewhere about there. Perfect breakout entry. So when they work, they work. And when they move, they do move. On the same day, on the same breakout sent to clients, Nvidia is mentioned here. And the breakout level was the weekly closing high at 293.86. Let's take a look at that chart again. And we can see here, the breakout is right there. Again, the market had just come off a major drop in February of March of 2020. And this stock turned around by April. They were all breaking out. So they were the leadership. And it should be obvious that all of these stocks were sent to clients because they met the minimum requirements for the ultimate Muathe breakout. For more information, there should be some links in the description of this video explaining this with lots of examples for your consideration, given to you freely, so that maybe they can be of help in your journey. Otherwise, if they don't resonate, just ignore. Keep it moving. Now, remember, at that time last year in April, there were so many stocks breaking out. But then again, we can see here also Shopify breaking out. So many stocks were breaking out. This stock had a major run. Tesla did. Zoom had a major run. There were so many, but to be honest, the setup was there. Come on. If you've been trading for a while, the setup was there. And if you take a look at Shopify, the breakout after a couple months of rest was right here. This is a perfect breakout entry right here. Now, I also remember we had another breakout alert in late December of 2019. This breakout right here. That was also another good entry. And all one had to do was sit through, maybe even got stopped out. We can say that led to a stop out, because this move here should have stopped you out right there. But at any rate, never give up on stocks that are showing leadership, because if they come back again and attempt again, they could just be now, after shaking out everybody, after shaking the tree, they could just be primed for another move. And hence, another breakout alert was given there for clients in April. Now, I want to spend a minute on this chart here for Shopify, because we see a lot of great examples of power. Take a look at 2017. So from 2017 to about October, November of 2018, so late 2018, we can say late, the RSI was above 69.1. And we can see that it has reclaimed that RSI since about here, let's call it February of 2019. 2019 again reclaimed the RSI level above 69.1 and has remained above 69.1 on the monthly till now. Of course, we are in late 2021. This is how you know an instrument is powerful. This initial RSI holding above 69.1 for almost 1.5 years plus was testament that institutions, not day traders, institutions, this move here, this period, was the institutional traders telling you that they were anticipating this run up. All of that was set by this 1.5 year accumulation period. Before they enjoy, because they are patient, well, don't they deserve to enjoy the climatic accumulation of wealth? Of course, yes. But you see, the fact is, they had to sit through the last couple of years not knowing. They had no way of knowing for sure if these drops were not going to be more serious. They had no way of knowing. But they know that if they are going to make generational wealth, they are going to have to sit through some amazing sell-offs. And they also know that day trading is not where they spend time. staring at the screens tick for tick. Also, so we can help each other here, take note of what happens as a strategy. It can also be by itself a simple strategy. Movement above RSI 69.1 in itself is a strategy. Reclaiming the RSI 69.1 threshold in itself is a buy strategy. And you can hold on until such a time when the RSI drops below 69.1. That can be your sell signal. And if that's the case, then we haven't seen it drop below 69.1 since this period here. So remember, these are monthly charts, and we can use monthly charts because we are not day trading, remember? And so this is from around, let's call it about 180. Your entry above 69.1. It still remains, well, I guess it dropped below it here. So you could have gotten out here, right there, at about, let's call it 1300. Not a bad gain by using entry and holding as long as the monthly is above 69.1. Now, something else also, if I draw a line around RSI 61.8, 61.8, we can see that the stock is aware of this threshold level of sentiment, holding it here in 2016, double bottom support at the lows of late 2018, and hasn't been back to that level since. At some point in the future, a break below this RSI 61.8 is going to be a fresh momentum sell signal whenever it happens. If it breaks that threshold, that would be the beginning of a massive plunge. At some point, it will happen, of course. Now, of course, the stock market is complex, but we can do ourselves a favor and simplify things by insisting on powerful minimum requirements for instruments that are showing leadership potential. Question: do you want to be able to enjoy these types of moves? Yes? Right? Of course, we all do. Then day trading is not the answer. Question number 2. What if your family, your spouse, your partner, your employer, your friends day traded you? Right? At any rate, we all have free will to do as we wish. And so it is. I am Eric with Muathe.com, and I sincerely leave you as I found you, in the love and in the light of the one infinite creator. Go forth therefore, rejoicing in the power and in the peace of the one creator. Adonai.